Hey guys, Red Magnus X here, bringing you another portable Gamecube. This one will be known as the Cobalt Cube. As you can see, it uses the same design as my previous Crimson Cubes did. This one has 480p video, slot B SD Gecko, dedicated charge port, dedicated wall power port, stereo headphone jack with stereo audio. The triggers are dual tact modded, so it has a soft press and then a hard click press, and that goes for both of them. Then I have my Z button right next to it up there. Full size analog sticks. Upgraded D-pad from a Wii Classic controller. A, B, X, Y, original buttons. Alright, let me fire it up. Now, one of the features of this portable is, you know, as is commonly known, that, you know, it's really difficult to find a screen that is compatible with 15 kilohertz VGA, which is basically 480i over VGA for those who don't know. So in order to help with that issue, I looked further into it and realized that the Gamecube actually transmits both a digital and analog signal at the same time. So while currently it's under 480p, this game 007 Agent Under Fire, which does not support 480p, nor can it be forced into 480p, is just an example of one of the games that causes this issue. As you can see, the picture's off center and off to the left. It's not really playable when you can't see the whole screen. So in the event of this happening, I installed the button right there for AV select. So what that does is just change the input on the screen to AV, and as you can see, picture centered and full screen and 480i. This is a workaround for any game that doesn't support 480p. You'll be able to use it through composite video instead, making this portable compatible with, you know, all the same games that a Wii key flash with Swiss would be compatible with. And I can switch that back, and you can see. So the portable works great. All the buttons have soft tack, so it's a really nice feeling. Feels exactly like an authentic controller. Got the Gamecube logo in the back with a heatsink and fan. 4 screws. All the insides are, you know, the controls are all held down with screws actually, which is nice. Well, with the exception of the shoulder buttons, but the face buttons and the thumbsticks, and it gives it a nice solid feel. I'll put F-zeros so I can show you some nice 480p. And remember, you have to hold B down for progressive scan. At least for the first time, you have to do that. And the portable actually gets a lot louder than this. I actually have it low down because it's kind of late right now. Can't really play this with one hand, especially not this game. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'll start up the controller test utility, show all the controls working as designed. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show are the triggers. Now if you look down at left trigger right there, see it go to 253. That's the soft press. That's kind of like that. That would be equivalent of pressing the left trigger down on the official controller slightly without clicking it into place. And now I will click it into place, and you'll see the L come up under buttons there. Then I'll release and back to 0. I'll do the same with R right now. 255, and then R. So games like Super Mario Sunshine and F-Zero will be fully playable. Z button right there. So you can see it's working. Do A, B, X, and Y. Then we'll go to analog stick, up, left, down. That's working perfectly. And the C stick, same thing. And then finally the D-pad. There you go. There you go. There you go. As you can see, everything's functioning perfectly. Last thing I'll showcase is the SD Gecko slot. So